Hello everyone. This will probably be the last video of the night, and it will probably be the last video on the channel because at 9 o'clock there's the next football match, and I'd like to watch it. And I have to start by stating something. This will probably be the most difficult and the most abstract video on the whole channel. This is not something that I can teach. It's something that I can suggest, and I hope that it will be educational for you. Let's see if you like it or not. It is connected to debating in a way, but what's more important is that it is connected to everything really. I know that it sounds a bit prophetic to say that, but you'll see what I mean when I finish explaining everything I have to say. This lesson is connected to three to two out of my three favorite things in life. I will talk about, of course, it's about debating, but I will talk about literature and art, which are just below my favorite, my biggest passion in life, eating hot chicken wings. So this is really, really important. Try to stay with me because it could get complicated at times. And if this video doesn't work for most of you, maybe we'll try to record something similar at a later stage. It takes a lot of brain power to try to process everything that I'm going to say now. I'll just share my screen now, and I will open this file. If you watched the debate between teachers and students, and the video where I analyzed my debate speech, which is a video that everyone has to watch because I think that it is the most important video on the whole channel, you probably noticed that I said this phrase. We were the negative team on the motion that social media is good for society. So I was talking about how bad it is, and I talked mostly about how information could be misused. And I use this sentence: information and communication technology has changed rapidly over the past 20 years, and I don't think parents are able to keep pace, and there's nothing they can do to help their children from drowning in the sea of sorrow. So, this phrase over here, uh, in bold, is the core of what I'll be talking about. You can notice that most of the words and phrases before it are quite neutral. They're everyday language. However, this sounds a bit artistic. And I'm going to try to teach you how to use art in your speeches to make them sound better. Um, because art is written for that purpose, to be catchy, to convey a deeper meaning. It uses certain figures of speech that could be difficult to incorporate in a debate speech. I will try to teach you how to do that. There is a quote which many people think comes from Picasso, who said, probably he was the one who said it, although I can't prove. Good artists borrow, great artists steal. So what I'm going to try to teach you is how to steal. It's not a dirty debate trick like the emotional appeal. It is direction. It's like a life hack in a way of how to be more observant of your surroundings and how to be more appreciative of the things that you like. So to give credit to the things that you like. This topic is incredibly important for me, and I think that it has proved very successful and very fruitful in my career. I would like to start with a quote, which is really difficult, so pay attention. It was written by T.S. Eliot, who is one of the greatest artists, greatest poets of all time. I love his poetry, although it is way too difficult for people your age. Just try to focus on the quote. So, Mr. Eliot says that immature poets imitate, mature poets steal. Bad poets deface what they take, and good poets make it into something better or at least something different. The good poet welds his theft, so what he steals, he welds it into a whole of feeling which is unique. He takes something and he makes it unique, he makes it better because he welds his theft into a whole of feeling which is unique, utterly different than that from which it is torn. You take it from one thing and you put it in another one and you make it sound better. In other words, what I will try to teach you is how to pay more attention to the music that you like, to the movies or cartoons that you like, how to take material from there and put it in debating. Because once you take stuff from one medium, from one environment, and you put it in another one, it works differently. By the way, I hate allergies. All allergies in the world should die. They're ruining my video, but what can you do? Right. Let me continue by with another quote, actually, on why I take this so seriously. This was taken from one of my favorite movies. You will probably watch it when you're in high school. But there is a guy, John Keating. He's a teacher as well, and he says we don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion. And medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. Why in the world am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because I've noticed that a lot of you like to brag with the music they listen to. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not that good, to be honest. But I can notice that you care about it. So I will try to teach you how to elevate it a bit more. So, what Mr. Keating is trying to say there is that yes, we need engineers to build our houses. We need doctors to heal us. We need lawyers to, I don't know, protect us in the court. Uh, but once you have all of that, you have so much at disposal, so much to enjoy life with. You can't only expect to eat, poop, and sleep all every day. What you need to do is to enjoy life and to use language, to play with language, to enjoy music, and be more observant of it. Don't just let all those things pass you by. It has become um, a quote that I really like, and I've tried to incorporate it to almost everything that I do. I try to be passionate for everything that I do, and I don't just do it for the money. Um, my tips. No, I'll show you what I've actually done over here. How to properly do it. I don't know if everyone knows, but maybe some of you know that I have had a drama club for 7 years. Now it's on hold because of the corona pandemic, but I'm going to restart it in September, hopefully. So the reason why I'm telling you that is because we have written about 10 scripts so far. In While writing the script, we always try to contribute with lyrics that we personally enjoy. And one of those examples is this line: can't be outfought, it can be outdone, and it can be outrun. It is a song by Linkin Park. It's called The Catalyst. And it has a really nice ring to it. And I think that it has a very deep message. But the problem is that when you are listening to music, your all of your senses are stimulated because most of the videos nowadays are really well made. There are a lot of colors, a lot of action going on. Then you're listening to the melody, and maybe you're reading the lyrics. You're trying to hear the text, but it is overwhelmed by the melody. What I'm trying to say is that we don't pay enough attention to what's being said because it is put in an environment where the melody is also as important. So, what happens when you isolate the text, when you take it out of the video or the music, and you just use it as poetry or as a line in a debate speech? This phrase, I'll let you listen to the music. I won't play the whole song, just a little, but try to pay attention to the song. Um, right. So here it's how it goes.
God bless us, everyone. We were broken people living on a loaded gun, and it can't be outfought, it can't be outdone, it can't be outmatched, it can't be outrun. No. God bless us, everyone. We're a broken people living on a loaded gun, and it can't be outfought, it can't be outdone, it can't be outmatched, it can't be outrun. No. And when I close my eyes tonight to symphonies of blinding light.
Right. So you get the point. You know that there's something artistic going on. You know that this band did their best to try and write intricate lyrics, but you can't really focus on the message. You don't have the time to go, okay, so that's what they're trying to say. So when we were preparing our second script, which was 6 years ago, the title of the script was of the play was Painted Black. And in order for me to show you, to explain what we did properly, I have to tell you what the plot is about. So the idea was, it was a love story between a villain, a guy, and a hero, a girl. His name was Tremor, her name was Daisy. And we tried to show that if people are too different that maybe they can't work things out. Personally, I think it's one of our best scripts because we paid a lot of attention when writing it, and it was performed really well by the guys. So this is the first scene. The mom who just found out that Tremor, her son, is in a relationship or likes this Daisy girl. She's really mad and she storms on stage and she has this monologue. So this is what she says. She says, "So naive, trying to escape the inevitable. We are who we are. People never change, especially not us villains. We are broken people. Villainy can be outfought, it can be outdone, and it can be outrun. It can never be outmatched. Not by a hero, not by her." So this whole line came from the music video, from the song. But when you put it on stage, when you put it on paper in a script, it suddenly gets a new life. It becomes really artistic and it is much easier to convey the message. So what I did is what Mr. Eliot suggested that good artists do, or good poets do. So you take from one medium and you put it into another one. This You could do the same with your debates, but how would you do that? Well, how do you start with that? I have a a good tip, which is on point. It says make a list of lyrics you like. I know that most of you have like 50 songs on their mobile phone or in their favorite playlist on YouTube. When you have enough time this summer, this is a long-term trick, by the way. It's a tip, not a trick. It's not going to serve any purpose for the upcoming competition because it will be very difficult to try to process everything. But you need to be aware of this in the future. So this summer, when you have enough time, when you are just staying at home, try to read the lyrics of your favorite songs. And if there's a line that stands out, if there's something that you really enjoyed, write it in a notebook. Open a notebook and dedicate at least 2 pages to your favorite lines. Even if you're not able to use them in a debate, you need to be aware of what lyrics are your favorite ones, because when you go out for a cup of coffee with your friends, you need to be able to talk about your music taste. You need to be able to talk about what's around you and what you personally like. Take my word for this. Make an archive, make a list of lyrics that you like. If you manage to do that until Monday, maybe you can have a go, give it a go, and see how it goes. Uh, the point is that you would, if you get the motion which is convenient and which would be a good opportunity for you to use one of those phrases or lyrics. Just open your notebook and try to provide a good environment for the phrase. I'm not saying that you should just copy and paste it over there. Try to play with it, try to rework it a bit, but try and make it your own. When you do that, it will be your unique endeavor. It will belong to you. And that's something that personally makes me really, really satisfied with my performance. Whenever I manage to use some of my favorite lyrics from bands like, I don't know, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Rammstein, Johnny Cash, you take and you make it your own. The other thing that I would like to suggest is to watch debates or famous debaters. Because once you do that, you will be able to notice things that you like, and you will be able to work on them and to adapt their style to your own. There is a guy, I don't like mentioning names, but there is a guy who's preparing really well for the debates, and he's mentioned a name of a debater that I also really like. And I can see that he's already started incorporating bits of this guy's debating style into his. And it is really successful. And I think that it will be even better in the future. Um, the reason why this is so successful is because when those artists, started creating their pieces of art, when they started writing literature, their poems or their music, they did it so it could have so to give an artistic aspect to what they were saying, because art is not about using everyday words. It's not about my phone is on the table, oh how wonderful, or my mouse is really old. No one cares about that. You need to be a bit more creative with language. That takes me to the beginning of the video, where I use this phrase, drowning in the sea of sorrow. When you take it from a song, by the way, this is from a song by Alice in Chains. The title of the song is Sea of Sorrow. It's not even a good song, but it fits the argument really, really well. And you balance things out because this part is quite neutral, and here you have the artistic touch. It's really artsy fartsy. And the judges will, it will resonate with everyone. People will not be able to stay indifferent to this. These are famous slam poets that I would like you to have a look at. Harry Baker was the uh, world championship champion in slam poetry. And my favorite poem of his is The Sunshine Kid. It's quite long, and you would have to turn on the lyrics because he mumbles a lot. He has a very quick delivery, but I promise you, it's one of the best things ever written. Then you could have a look at Phil Kai and his poem Repetition, and Marshall Davis Jones' Touchscreen. Start there. Start with these famous slam points and see where it gets you. So, to just conclude the whole video, life is more than just everyday speech. And if you want to be really good debaters, you need to be able to incorporate art and literature into your debate speeches. The best way to do that is by watching famous debaters debate, or and or slash no and slash or make a list of the lyrics you like. I cannot stress enough how important this is. Trust me, it is a life hack. Open two pages in a notebook and just dedicate them to the lyrics that you like, and try to use them whenever you can. Right. And again, allergies suck. um, right. Mm, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.